I'm Dylan Metz.
I'm Seth Miller.
And we did club management. So the modern American club movement started from city clubs that originated in Britain, and it kind of dealt with within your own city, just clubs that people get together and they would start with early sports. So it's kind of like a regional thing with different clubs depending on where you live. And these city clubs actually evolved from earlier clubs called men's clubs, so it's straight, just only for men. That was during the mid-1800s. And golf wasn't a part of the early club movement, yet now it's really it's one of the main sports that's evolved with clubs. But it spurred the popularity. Golf spurred the popularity of clubs, and it expanded the club movement. And club management profession came as a result of the popularity of golf in the late 1800s, and it really took off once people started joining all these clubs in Britain.
Okay, and then golf originally originated, that's repetitive, in Scotland at St. Andrew's Golf Club, and then was brought to the U.S. in the late 1800s. It was first introduced in Yonkers, New York. So they first started playing golf, and then in 1895, the USGA, which is the United States Golf Association, was formed. And then from 1878 to 1919, 962 golf courses were built. And the main venue was kind of like a golf club village, where you had kind of a little community and some shops and stores. And that was a popular venue where golfers would have tournaments.
Yeah, so in about 40 years after golf was brought to the United States, almost 1,000 golf courses were built, and clubs kind of went along with them. And the golf club village would often be on like the edge of an urban area, and Boston started to develop their own golf association and the club movement, and then New York responded as a result of Boston's, and then most of New England, in between that span from 1880 to 1920, all started their own kind of golf clubs. And the rise of club management led to the development of the American Country Club, which is the country club's kind of the format you see for a lot of clubs across the U.S. Country club originated about 120 years, and it was thought up by rich Americans with British ancestors and heritage. And country club kind of came about from wealthy men that during the late 1800s grew prosperous due to business, and they began to seek out other wealthy citizens that they want to hang out with because they wanted to separate from just regular American citizens that they didn't have a whole lot in common with. They want to give people more aristocratic heritage and wealth that they could bond with.
And then public and private clubs. Public clubs started getting more popular as private, more wealthy citizens kind of separated themselves and formed their own community, so then they left everyone else. They wanted somewhere to play. So at public courses, any individual is welcome to play, just given they can pay the green fee and sometimes wear like a collared shirt. This allowed for citizens from different backgrounds to play, different income levels. They could still go out and play for a pretty decent price, and you didn't have to be a member, so that was good. On the other hand, private clubs required a membership, an invitation, or like being voted into the club. A lot of clubs are harder to get into than others. Sometimes it was kind of like a social status thing, where it's like, oh, if I'm a member at this country club, like you're the real deal, that sort of thing. And then at private clubs, you got to pay membership fees, monthly fees. These are often very expensive. They'll pay for like the legitimacy, making the course the nicest equipment. And then most private clubs would select their members from a common profession and common interest. So like one country club would probably have a lot of lawyers, doctors, that sort of thing. Another one would be from different common interests. Most of the time, the most common thing was just you're wealthy.
Yeah, so when the club movement came to the United States, it was almost all were private clubs, because they're just aristocratic people with British ancestry, probably one generation removed, and they all wanted to get together and form these private little clubs. And as the 1900s progressed, more and more public clubs were coming about. So the industry format, when it comes to club management, there's really two different kinds of clubs that exist when it comes to athletic clubs, and they're both kind of called equity clubs. One's an equity club and one's a non-equity club. So an equity club is a club where the members of the club are the actual owners, and they're usually private, non-profit. And even though they're nonprofit, they're still profitable. It's just since all the members run the actual club and they manage it, that no individual or group can profit from it. So all the money that is created by this club and all the members that pay their fees monthly has to be reinvested back in the club so they can improve their own club. And since it's owned and run by its members, they have a board of directors made up of 10 dozen different members, and they take care of all the management and operations within the club.
And then non-equity clubs, members were to pay their own annual fees, yet they didn't actually own any of the club itself. It's a little different. Clubs owned by a separate entity or some other management organization. A lot of times you have, a big